Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? Couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years. It's been a while. Yep, I'm back. Hopefully for longer. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. But remember to look at the camera and get everything back into swing. Got to start off with that though, don't I? With the coffee. Yes, I've been away for a while for reasons I don't really want to get into. Yes, Echo, it has, mate. How are you? How you been? How was your Christmas? Hope all is well with you. I've got to remember how to work all those buttons and stuff because I haven't played this since I last streamed it. So where do we end off? Leave off? End off? Take your pick, one or the other. Well, as you can see, we've got 96,908 euros here. ATS, we ended it with $105,034. We've got 65 trucks in ATS. We've got 68 here, which is up on the screen. I managed to find all my bits and pieces as well. My now broken list of all the companies that we deliver for. Hope everything's okay, audio, visual, and the sound, and the mic's coming through fine. Let me know if it isn't. So, shall we get down to business and get into it? I'll tell you what, I've had to shut all the curtains today, which means I've got to shut the windows to do this, and now I'm muggy as I am sweating a bit, actually. So if I look sparkly, that'll be the reason why. Yes, Causey, how are you, bud? How's things? Special Forces, did you? Good on you, mate. That'll put you through your paces. How have I been? I've been alright, yeah, alright. You see, I'm back into this. It's been an interesting few months, so we say that. Not only personally, but obviously for the country. If you don't know, we went through a massive flood. We had a whole month's worth of rain in 6 hours. Not me. Didn't happen here, but happened in our biggest city. And then there was lives lost and stuff, and a lot of houses and stuff like that gone. And then 2 weeks later, we had a massive cyclone, which affected the flooding areas again, but also did a lot of damage to a lot of the other part of the northern part of the country. So yeah, I wasn't affected. It wasn't that bad here. It wasn't even like a bad storm. It was just rainy days, so we got off pretty light. But yeah, there was a lot of damage and destruction done through the cyclone, and apparently there's another one brewing up. Whether or not it'll hit us, I don't know. Just yeah, I was wondering if anyone would pick up on me coming back in. So, should we get into it? Because if I spend too much time talking, then ATS, I'll get straight into it. Now, there are some changes, shall I say. As I said, I haven't played this since last streamed it. Now, the insurance thing that we got for this is gone, so it no longer works. Unless there was an update, which you might know, Causey, an update to this where they added it in. But otherwise, from the Steam workshop, it hasn't been updated and won't work with the latest version. I've also added another map in, which is part of Pro Mods, Great Stepping. So hopefully everything will go okay. I did do a little drive earlier, just before streaming on this profile. I saved it first before I went. I just went to make sure that it wouldn't crash on me for the little bit of drive I did. It seemed to be okay, so we'll see how we go. Everything's updated. Pro Mods is updated. All the Jazzy Cat stuff's updated, and everything else through the Steam Workshop is updated. ATS will be interesting tomorrow because I haven't played that either, and of course after I stopped streaming, the Texas DLC came out, so I haven't done any of that. So let's find a job. Well, that's right, I've got to discover... Oh, no, I don't. Discovered it. Right, so who can we use? So, Bayway. Yes, we can. And DHL. Okay, so here's a number 1. There's a number 2. Number 3. Number 4. There's a number 5. I'm just checking to see. And there's a number 6. Who's this other one? Okay, we've got 6 choices. Let's go through them nice and slowly again. So number 1 is down to here for a whopping 5,000 euros. Here's one into Finland for 117,000. One into Belgium for 40 odd thousand. That's number 3. Number 4, that goes all the way into Poland. 70,000 there. Number 5, that just goes down into Cardiff. Great Britain, Cardiff's Wales. Part of Great Britain. Much on muches. And this is number 6, which goes up into Norway. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you happen to be watching and you're new to the stream, wondering what's going on about the competition, number 1, you can type in !truck, I think it is. If I've got that right, I will probably keel over and die. Maybe I didn't get it right. It's got all the rules. Now let me go and check to see why. Which one's it under? It's under this one, isn't it? Where's my CloudBot? That's nice. I don't really care. Thanks for that. CloudBot is off for some reason. Was it CloudBot? Commands. Yeah. Okay, give it a go now, Causey. There we go. Worketh it does. So there's most of the rules for this competition. ATS will be streamed tomorrow, doing that part of the competition. So what I've just done now is, you see, Causey's voted number 6. So this is where audience participation becomes an important part, along with some other things like buying trucks and choosing companies we deliver for. So the numbers I just went through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 across the other page there, you just put in which one you'd like me to deliver, and the one with the most votes wins. And I'll give you, what do I normally give, 30 seconds? Sure, I'll give you 30 seconds starting now, whatever that is. I have to take a guess. Where did I used to watch that 30-second thing? Ah, up there, never mind, found it. I haven't forgotten the mute button either, which is a problem I never had. I never forgot the mute button. It was just unmuting I forgot to do, wasn't it? Yeah, makes 2 of us, mate. I've just got to figure out what while we're doing that, waiting for which one. Oh, we'll figure it out, and then I'll figure out what we're doing after that. What was I going to say? Now the YouTube thing. Unfortunately, due to the local economic climate, I can no longer afford the editing software to put this onto YouTube. So there is an export button. I think with Twitch, I think you can do that and it'll export the whole thing in. Which means the whole stream won't be cut up or anything like that, which I preferred. I prefer a cut up of it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that or not. Maybe I will and see how it goes. I mean, honestly, small channel, unknown. The other videos weren't doing that well, but I just thought I'd put it in there because just in case one day, if it gets big and people wanted to see how, especially the trucking competition started, they could go back there and look it over. So, what do we get a vote for? Number 6, is that the only one? Okay, number 6 it is, which is this one, isn't it? So we're going to Norway. Now, the other thing we need to get back and caught up on is exactly how many garages we own. 14. So 14. All right. Next thing is trailer management. How many trailers have we got? 13. So I guess we're saving up for a trailer. And then we'll be saving up for when are we due a new truck? It was every 5 garages, wasn't it? Every 5 garages. So 14, 15th garage, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's on the 16th garage we buy a new truck. Okay, so we've got to buy a trailer, which we can do now actually. There should be enough for a trailer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, 12. There's 4. Use some maths. 12, 14. So we're up for this one. Let's customize it. How much is it already? How much are you going to charge me for this monstrosity? 69 already. Okay, it looks like we're just going to colour it. Because the budget was 50, but I think we realised that afterwards, you know, they're getting expensive, so we'll go with the cheapest as possible. Oh, there we go. Confirm. And purchase. Which garage is it going to? I have no clue. Island, wasn't it the last one we bought? Let's chuck it into Island for now and we'll check it out and we'll move it about. At least that's over and done with. Let's go back to trailer manager. What have we got here? Garage. We got a double up? Limerick, we do. Excuse me. Which one doesn't have a trailer then? This one. Yeah, we got 2 of them here. Yeah, whatever. Relocate. So exactly where is that place? You know. That's it there, isn't it? There we go. Right, let's get into it. I did select that job, didn't I? Pretty sure I do. Now I gotta remember all the buttons. That's off for a good start. No, it hasn't come up, has it? Yeah, it is raining. Oh, and we're back to spring, by the way. Print marker. I thought we...
Let's do this.
We did now. Done. Button for... No, that's not it. That's it. Do we have lights? Yes. Yeah, we definitely ended on winter, didn't we? I could have checked on the YouTube channel, but I was sure it was winter because I remember the fun we were having with the physics of the snow. Get into gear, thank you. Let's fuel up before we get there. Button for that. So as I said, tomorrow will be ATS. Which is also interesting. I see that they've renamed Canada Dream to something else. Oh, we were too. I absolutely forgot about that. I'll work something out. I'll work something out. Let me get rid of that. Let me move that out of my way. Oh, Murphy! Hey, buddy! Yeah, I haven't been round to feed you, so now we've got a taxidermy dog, apparently. Yeah, ATS tomorrow. Now, I think we were doing My Summer Car for the Saturday and Sunday streams. I'm just going to see how I go, because it's been a while. Like I said, it's been a while, so it's going to be interesting to get back into this, and I know it's going to tire me out, because I'm going to have to do thinking and talking and stuff I'm not used to. Especially thinking, which is quite obvious. You'll see me stream. You'll see my attempt at thinking. You'll see how the result happens. Well, what result happens? You know what I mean. See, I'm proving myself with my thinking ability already. So we'll see. And I'm not sure about whether I'll be carrying on My Summer Car or doing something new either. I'm not really feeling it, if I'm honest, at the moment. But we'll wait and see. If I force myself, I might be able to do it. What have I done here? Something really, really silly by the looks of it. Let me see. Just something on the microphone that's in my way. Right, let's go. So now I've got to be extra cautious because we don't have the insurance thing on this anymore. I don't know why he hasn't updated, but obviously modders, they do it in their spare time, and eventually, I suppose, you know, they abandon them. They're no longer any interest in doing them, so fair enough. Yeah, I was contemplating doing Metro, the 3 games. Now, I've played the very first one, which I thought it was the second one when I first played it years ago on the... it would have been on PC because it's a shooter. Very rarely played shooters on the PlayStation. Except for Call of Duty, GTA, but mainly it was racing games and things like Tink and Tag, fighter games like that. Otherwise, shooter games was normally PC. So I was thinking of doing those 3. So I've played the first one. What button? That button. I'm doing quite well remembering these buttons. And then the other 2 is the other possibility, which I haven't played. I managed to get them because Steam had them really, really cheap. Actually, to be honest, I had 2 of them, the first 2, because Epic Games had them for free. But the third one they didn't, and then Steam had them really cheap, so I grabbed them off Steam. So I'll wait and see how I feel. The other thing is using the steering wheel 4 days in a row. I'm just not sure about that. We'll see how we get on. I found the indicators.
Turn right.
Murphy, move your head. Go, 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 go. Oh, have I got the... I need new pedals. We'll fix them, one or the other. I can see something coming. Oh, I do see something. You're going to stop? No, I'm going to make you stop. That's what I'm going to do. That's a typical New Zealander thing to do, actually. New Zealand truck driver. Just pull out in front and make you stop because you know damn well in an accident you're the one that's better off.
Turn right.
Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. Some things haven't changed. Yeah, it looks like the brake's sticking. When I went and did a test before, the accelerator's still sticking, so... things I'd like to have, but like I said, the economy's really bad down here, which has been one of the reasons why I've haven't been on, having to deal with that. Trying to survive.
Keep left and then turn left.
Yeah, I know, it was just, yeah, I forgot, I remembered the accelerator, I forgot about the brake thing until then, when I tried to go and it didn't go. But one thing that will happen, I managed to get, because I saved up like crazy for it. Then I had a little bit of luck. I mean, it's not a priority, but I had to get it. It's nostalgia for me. And that's The Last of Us on PC, coming out on 24th of March. Thanks, gotta go again, but I'll leave you stream open in the background. Alright, mate. Thanks for popping in, mate. It's good to see the old viewers here. It's nice to know I haven't been totally forgotten. Yes, I'll definitely be streaming that. I want to see what it's like on the PC. I played it when it came out on the PS3. And, yeah, I never got the opportunity to play it on the PS4 or PS5, because if I did, I would also have the opportunity to play the second one, which I haven't. And yeah, I'll be definitely doing that. Looking forward to that. I love that game. In my view, I haven't played all games, but to me it's the greatest game ever made. But that comes down to, you know, what you like and what you don't like, I suppose. And I've been watching the TV series, and that's been absolutely fantastic. The only problem is when the second season comes out, if I haven't played the second game, I won't be watching it because I'm a gamer first, and I'd rather have that experience of seeing how it was designed for the game, designed as a game, before I see the interpretation on the TV. And I've managed, for the most part, not to see anything about the second game at all. Any spoilers, any people playing it, or anything like that. But unfortunately, I've been watching people react to the TV series, and they've been giving away some stuff, which is annoying. Though a little confused, I also got told by someone that one of the I heard there was a little thing about the game. Some people didn't like it, some people did. I don't never take notice of that, because I know when you play a second game, you expect it to be the same or relatively the same as the first one. I never go in with that expectation. I just play it as for what it is, like it's something new I'm experiencing without any preconceptions. Well, I try to, and for the most part I do that. But it was interesting that a lot of people didn't like because they made Ellie a lesbian, which was funny because they made that quite clear in the first game. So if you played the first game and you're shocked in the second game about it, well, you should have paid more attention. Spoiler alert, by the way, if anyone hasn't played it or seen the TV show. Yes, they do. Yes, they do indeed, because they find anything to complain about, taking their own frustrations out on other people's instead of doing something about their own lives. That's what I believe it is all about, people complaining. I'm guilty of it too, and that's the exact reason why I do it. So I'm frustrated about something in my life I'm not addressing, and then eventually it boils out. Right, what are my buttons for changing this, that and the other? There it is, that's what I want to know. Oh, that's right, this one doesn't have a digital readout. Speed limit 97. Let's get up there. Come on, Scania. Oh, and this is the last truck, isn't it? Come on. The next one we buy will be up to you guys, isn't it? if I remember rightly. Actually, let me bring up the cruise control. 89. Okay, nowhere near it. Foot to the floor there. Suppose if I aim towards the 100 figure on the speedometer there, I might be closer to the 97 instead of hitting the 90. There we go, 99. Always go 2 over, if anyone's wondering. Because if you go 3 over the speed limit on ATS or ETS, that's when you get a ticket. But if you go 2 over, you're fine. We're getting the rent out next year. I remember, that's why I didn't say anything. When I said it, it came into my head. The thing was, is that you guys are going to make me get a rent out. And then I decided not to mention that, just in case you forgot. Well, at least we know. Oh, what's the budget up to now? 550,000. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Don't let me in. Don't let me in. Don't. There we go. I love it when people do as I ask. Thanks. Oh, it's nice to know that some things don't change, like me not paying attention to the map.
Turn left.
You just got to wait for me to forget to unmute at some stage. Ah, left. Even though it's been a while that I played this game, the graphics look better to me. Or is that just my imagination? There's more detail and stuff to them. Like even with the stone wall here. You know what you're voting for the ATS? It'd be interesting to see. Well, Texas. I'm looking forward to seeing Texas. Especially with coast to coast. And Texas was just, what, 2 cities and that was it? Pretty much of nothing. This beautiful English countryside. So how was your Christmas, Coolsy? I think I asked you, eh? Anyway, over Discord. It seems such a long time since done this, and with me, I mean, my memory yesterday seems like a year ago. What did I do yesterday? One thing I definitely know I did yesterday was wake up and get out of bed, but after that, it's going to take a lot of thinking. Oh, took that a bit wide, thank goodness nothing was coming. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by these graphics. Why does it seem different? Has it really been that long and they've always looked like this? That's right, yes. Yes, I remember now, Causey. I did talk to you about it. This just looks so amazing, so immersive, authentic.
Go straight on and then turn left. turn left.
And it's nice that it's even for a small village, really, town village like this, it's a decent size in the game. Yeah, maybe ProMods has done an update and done the even that little onto the dirt track back. I wish I could have seen that and looked back there, but that was just realistic. This is incredible. This looks so, apart from the stone fences, we don't have them here because we're not that old country. We're the old wood and wire, number 8 wire. But this just looks like New Zealand countryside. Need to fix my collar on my San Francisco t-shirt. Says something about San Francisco, I can't remember. My sister bought it for me when she went to America. So, yeah, I remember one stream talking about the graphics on vanilla looked better than ProMods, and when ProMods came out, it was the other way round. But I think they must have updated their graphic side of things, because this looks a lot better. And I'm blown away. In case you haven't noticed, or I haven't made it absolutely clear, I'm blown away by this scenery. This is beautiful. I'm literally getting the urge to stop the truck, jump out and take a photo of it. Except for the one issue that this is not real, this is a game.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Yeah, they did. I mean, the graphics update they've done, I don't know if they've done any more since I've been away. Even the distance looks perfect now. Yeah, I'm pointing at the screen. At least you can see me pointing at the screen, so you get a general idea. The distance of the hills, the size of the hills is exactly what I expect, which is something that I found not to be correct in the game. The hills didn't look right for the distance they were trying to say. Or trying to imply that they were. No, don't you dare, mate. You're sitting there. Don't you dare. I can hear him. I can hear him. Hopefully he stopped. What'd be nice is less rain. Wouldn't it? Isn't it funny how when you, I don't know, maybe people got different experience, but for me with ETS, I can't remember with ATS because I played that less than ETS, but it always seems to be rainy when you come back into the game. 9 times out of 10. Oh, I gotta keep an eye on the time. Now, what time do we, who remembers this? What time do we normally sleep? And I'm asking that question, this is for people new to the stream, I'm asking that question because I have fatigue turned off, and the reason being is driving through the night's not good for streaming. It's not very entertaining because you don't see much, at least this way you get to see all the scenery. and I'll do that on ATS as well. But we sleep through the night still. But I know that I think ATS you sleep longer, but you can drive longer anyway in the game naturally, and ETS less. So I think if it's 10 hours, 9 hours in ETS, I think it's 8:30, like, yeah, 8:30, 8, 9, yeah, 8:30. And 9:30. Actually, at 9 o'clock. I think you're right, Cosy. I think it's 9 o'clock for this and 8 o'clock for ATS because you sleep longer. Because the goal is to wake up at 6. No. So, if it's 9 o'clock, 9 9's 18, 6, yeah. 9 hours sleep. Get us at 6 in the morning. And a 10-hour sleep in ATS at 8 o'clock will get us at 6 in the morning. Oh, I remembered the button to turn it off. Oh look, Jazzy Cat's added in that new BMW model, the hover car. Which button's it? I can't remember which is it, this one? There it is. I'm actually not doing too bad remembering these buttons. I just forget where the camera is. Now, so what was... Oh, that changes the map. That's right, that changes the map. I know I've got the scroll wheel set up for something, I just can't remember what it was for. Get into gear. There we go. I missed that, did I? Oh, as soon as I hit that, and a whatchamacallit, so it's 80. Jeez, I gotta get used to all this again, innit? And there was a speed camera. That's what I was looking for, the word speed camera. There was a sign back there.
Keep
There it
left,
is.
and then turn left.
Yes, I looked to see if that was put out, but the problem is, like I said, the economy is really bad here. I don't expect I'll be able to afford it. There's been like City Skyline DLCs I wanted, I can't afford those, and other bits and pieces. And it was bad before, it's going to get worse now because of the cyclone and the floods and everything else like that. Because a lot of our like vegetables, it was around the area where they're grown, so there'll be a shortage of that, which means we need to import them, which means it will need to cost more. Everything's gone up. COVID made everything go up, and now this has made everything go up. So I used to have a little bit of money left over each week to get things that I would like, but not anymore. Oh, I appreciate the offer, Causey. But I'll leave that up to you because I'm never comfortable asking for stuff. I'm never comfortable with people buying me stuff even as a gift. I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, it's uncomfortable. I just feel uncomfortable about it because I'd like to return the favour one day and I just feel like, what if I can't, and I feel bad about it. Whoa! So I was just removing my shirt from my back because it's that hot. It's not that hot actually. I mean, we're officially here now. Yesterday was the first day of autumn, which must mean that Causey, you are now in spring. You guys in the northern hemisphere. But for the most part this year, it has been a cold summer compared to normal. And I mean cold, like about 10 degrees cooler this year. In February, which is normally our hottest month, you're looking around about anywhere between 30 to 35, 38 degrees Celsius. If you want to know what that is in Fahrenheit, there's a great mind of mine called Google. He'll give you the answer. You just have to ask him nicely. And it was not many days that we hit the 30s this year. Not many at all. It was very humid this year. Very humid.
At the roundhouse, take the second exit.
No, I was hoping I'd make it without having to wait. Oh, yeah, where are you going, Sonny Jim? I know what the problem was. His GPS told him that he'd reached his destination. Okay, so you've had the similar effect in the opposite direction, if you know what I mean. So we had a cooler summer and you had a warmer winter.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Oh, we're getting close to the ferry. Yeah, oh, you're talking about the Jazzy Cat stuff. There've been quite a lot of updates of Jazzy Cat since, obviously. I last played, and I generally don't keep up with the Jazzy Cat stuff because he pops stuff out quite regularly, and I just wait a bit because he just adds new stuff. That's all he does. So I just every now and then update it. Probably when it normally when there's a new pro mods or map update or something. Did I have it at 80 before? No, it's still 99. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's taking that corner a bit too fast. You know you're in trouble when you think you're on a slope while driving on the flat. And I don't mean up and down, I mean, you know, that type of slope. Let's be honest, it's the same slope, it's just depending which way you're facing. Up or down or side to side. Yeah, it's gone a bit smoothly. How long are we going for? 51 minutes. Yeah, it's been going a bit smoothly than normal. Even for this amount of time.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
I think that's because, like I said, I've got to be cautious now. Just these brakes getting together. These brakes are... I just touched them and I'll come to a dead stop. Yeah, I'm cautious now because that insurance thing. Which is not really a bad thing. We had that discussion before, you know. I got it because it kept crashing all the time, and I thought it was ridiculous that ATS has insurance and ETS2 doesn't.
Get ready to
Still don't understand that. But the whole point was the competition between what the games have. So one has it, one doesn't, so it's sort of back to normal. I'll make it. I actually made it. Normally I don't. When I say that, ATS I make it because I think ATS there's a longer time between the orange light and the red light. Welcome to England, you know, the country you just drove across. Right, where we going? Overseas, aren't we? Let me just double check. We are going there. Now that's where we find out no point checking because it's the only option. Oh, no, we're gonna... Travel time 19 hours, so we don't really need to sleep.
Okay, let's find a new route. Recomputing.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Look at the money, yeah. You know what that means? We got a truck in every... Well, all the garages are filled with trucks. All the garages are filled with trailers. So there's only one conclusion. I don't know what it is, but if anyone does, let me know. Nope. I know exactly what it is. Let me hit that button there. It's time to vote. Time to get involved. No more sitting back and watching and being lazy, you lot. It's time for you to get involved. It isn't? Actually, now you think I said it. Actually, I thought there was there. Okay. Okay, sit back, relax. Don't need to come up with the dog ate my homework or, you know, any other excuse not to do any work here. You're still okay for 2 more. Dave, yes, I am still alive, mate. So I've been told. How are you? How was your Christmas and stuff, mate? And how's the family? Actually really good to... Really? 24-month stream? You haven't been... Well, seriously, dude, you haven't been subscribing while I've been off, have you? And if so, I'm restarting 2 years from when I first started. Oh, Dave, look, mate, don't subscribe for the next how many months I was off. After that, I'll leave it to you. Three months or whatever it was. But yeah, no, good to see you. 24 months. So I'm literally started this stream 2 years after I first started streaming. How's that for a coincidence? Taxi. Right, let's buy some trucks. What trucks are we buying, actually? Skinny ones, aren't we? Oh, we've got to upgrade that first. Never mind. Let's do that. Upgrade you for 100 grand. And see how many trucks we can buy. $24-hour stream. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll do 24 days of 1 hour streams in a row. How's that? Oh, I can only buy the one. I really got excited. I thought we were going to buy a new garage. Mind you, it won't take long, will it? It's probably still happening in this stream. Let me just do the recruitment agency and then answer whatever you just popped in there, Dave. Now we just, if I remember rightly, we just go with the first one available now, don't we? Save us mucking about, save time, get in there, make me money. I hope everyone's still making me money on this. I haven't checked. Where's the log? Okay, that's fine. I don't mind the negative as long as there's a reason for it. Not a reason of I'm not going anywhere. Okay, look at that. Profit, and even alone that's like 16,000 euros, and then -1. So how do you end up with minus? Well, I suppose it's an average. Minus. Do better. Okay, as long as they're working, that's the main thing, isn't it? That's one thing. Now you with the 0. Now no, you're going. Okay. I'm doing this for those who don't know that we had a problem with our workers not working at all. So I'm just making sure. We had to do a lot of rearranging, selling garages and buying garages, moving one person to another place and everything else like that. So everything seems to be good. What day is the current day? Well, in the game, Thursday. Right, Dave, answer your question. How's life on the other side of the world? Day 184. I don't know. Where do I find that out? It's alright. Like I said, the last three months, I don't want to go too much into it. Well, however long I've been away. Let's keep driving. There's been some tragedies for the country. Look awfully close to that post. In case you weren't aware, the north half of the island, including the biggest city, got flooded. They had a month's worth of rain in 6 hours. Okay, so where's the exit? I'm supposed to drive on the right. I don't see an exit. So I'm going to stick to this side. So yeah, that wasn't good. A lot of houses lost. A lot of possessions lost and a few lives lost. And then after that happened, 2 weeks later we had a huge cyclone which devastated the North Island. And most of it, where I was, fine. We didn't get flooded with the flood and we didn't get blown off the planet with the cyclone. So we were lucky, but some places weren't. Especially the ones that had already been flooded before. They got doubly hit.
Turn right.
My brother lives on the east coast, one of the hottest parts of the country, and they got hit, but there's a city, he lives in a place called Hastings, and there's a city just up the road called Gisborne that got really bad, and he went and looked at that, and he said, even though he saw it on TV, you just can't grasp the actual scale of the destruction that's happened, and he went and volunteered to help clean up. They've got silt everywhere, and that's one of our main farming places. It's a farm heavy industry there, and obviously all those farmers got wiped out. They lost cattle got taken away by floods during the cyclone. There's horrific stories, man. Yeah, she resigned, which is another concern I've got, because if we got the election this year and if the other party gets in, well, they're going to take money away from me. Pretty much undo the good work that she did. But the person that's taken over, he's had to deal with this, and he's done a good job so far, so I suppose we have to wait and see. So I've been told, I don't really keep up with it. So yeah, and apparently there's another cyclone building, so whether or not that hits us,
Go straight on.
we have to wait and see. But the one that hit us was actually strong. It actually dropped a category by the time it got here. But there's a really good YouTube channel that does weather for us. The guy's really, really good at explaining stuff, and he was explaining how when it hits land at a certain point it's a tropical cyclone, then it just becomes a cyclone, and
Get ready to turn left.
even though the category of it drops, the winds are really bad because where it is and stuff like that, and there's something really,
Turn left.
yeah, so. But here, I mean, like I said, we didn't, my brake's on, and my brake got stuck. Thank you, brake. Here we didn't get hit with the flood, original flood, which was actually a band of weather that had come down and got stuck on one spot because there was a high out to our east holding it there. And that's how they ended up getting flooded, because that cold front or whatever it was, with a whole lot of rain in it, just basically got stopped. Didn't go anywhere, and that's why they got so much rain.
Go straight on.
And the cyclone, to here it was just like a storm, not a bad storm, anything else, it was just like a storm for where I was. Hello, ads. How ironic, give me an ad for the very video, the exact video editor that I use that I no longer can afford. For those that don't know, earlier the YouTube video things, VODs for this might be a no-go anymore. Yeah, I know the hurricanes, because yours go clockwise, ours go anti-clockwise, or is it the other way around? I'm trying to think. No, ours goes clockwise, because everything goes clockwise down here. When we pull the plug out, the water drains clockwise, which makes me always wonder how come we're the south? Wouldn't that make us the north? Because the clock goes clockwise, that's the proper direction, and if you're backwards, then everything goes anti-clockwise. Just me. So yeah, and the same things, but just the direction of which they turn, obviously.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Ooh, I managed to be able to stay in 11th gear to do that. Yeah, I am doing better than I was. But if I'm honest, I am nowhere near back to where I was before. And to be honest, I don't expect to be. I don't know why, I just don't expect to be. Patrio! Hey, buddy! Oh, really? Oh, the weekends, huh? Are you working weekends? How you been anyway, Pedro? Oh, there we go. Cause already bit me to that question.
Get ready to turn right.
Great Patrio from the wild, wild west of Australia.
Turn right.
What is the time, by the way? Anyone? I should have a time somewhere, shouldn't I? Oh, there it is. Where it always is, on the bottom right on my screen. I wonder how much longer we've got to go. That's what that button's for. And the scroll wheel? Ah, I figured it out. Oh, hang on, there was a scroll wheel. That's scrolling down, scrolling forward. That was just something else. Real time, Cosy. I need a drink of my free water, and I don't mean because it's from the tap. I no longer drink that crappy water from the tap that's full of lime. I no longer use it in my kettle to boil the water for my coffee. I no longer use it for my espresso machine. No, I've gone all fancy.
Go straight on.
I have 31 litres of free spring water that I can get. So no more cleaning my kettle out with white vinegar to get rid of all the lime deposits. No more coffees tasting like salt because I need to clean the kettle out of the lime deposits. No more struggling with frothing my milk for my cappuccino because there's lime deposits. Not for me, not for this fella. Yeah, no, we've got, there's a farm, which is basically right next to the last house of suburbia around here. So it's 5-minute drive from where I am.
Keep right.
And
then
the
turn
gentleman
right.
there has spring water and he's got it on tap and you can just go in and fill your bottles up for free, which is really nice. And it has been really nice. So, how far away is that? Where was that ferry? Do you know, Causey? We still got I stayed because we did that other ferry ride and got here at 1 o'clock. I decided to stay in this view, not going to Crash Cam. Let's get rid of that, by the way. We still got another what? It's only 12 gears. I know that. Why do I keep trying to change the gears? What? Oh, speed limit. Yeah, good. Yes. More under control. By nightfall, so yeah, 9 o'clock and that, so.
Go straight on.
Once again, I ask, how's the stream looking? How's the mic levels? How's the game levels? Everything okay for you guys? Everything's great? Yeah, it was an interesting thing. I had some updates to do with the PC. Well, thanks for popping in, Patron, mate. Oh. We'll catch you when we catch you. Like I said, it's actually been really good catching up with everyone. Apparently not this intersection. Yeah, so, so a redo of Windows and that was done, but mainly because I wanted to start fresh because there was a BIOS update
Third exit.
for my PC, which I'd done a couple of times, and you're not indicating. All right, mate, you can go. Yeah, good, nice of you to waste time. Thanks very much. No, I won't be on Monday. Tomorrow, maybe Saturday and Sunday, just see how we go. Getting back into the swing of things.
Now.
But definitely tomorrow. Yeah, so there was a update to the BIOS, and I've updated it about 3 times. Previously, 2 or 3. And what I hadn't updated was the firmware, which I should have done because the BIOS is written around that firmware. So I updated the firmware with the last BIOS update, and doing that I wanted to make sure that everything was loaded and clean, so I redid Windows.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Oh, there you go, Causey. Getting your hopes up as I do,
Exit now.
then disappointing also as I do. The potential crash. Yeah, so I did that, and then I loaded all the Streamlabs and everything on yesterday and updated all the stuff for the games yesterday, the whole lot yesterday, in case I didn't make that clear enough. And the mic level, I had to try and remember the mic level. Thankfully everything else, all my plugins for the mic were still on, like the compressor and that, but I still had to adjust those because if memory serves, I used to have the mic level on Windows for the mic at 69 or 72, and it was way too loud. Way too loud. So now I've got it at 65 and I've adjusted the compressor and everything. Also added the compressor, which I thought I had, but maybe that's on my MP scenes for the game, for the desktop sounds. To hopefully keep the the sound level a bit more, you know, even across the board, but not too loud that you can't hear me. How we're looking. Yeah, we can sneak in. Yeah, so not much has been happening with me. Pretty much the same old, getting out of bed and getting through the day. Haven't been doing much at all. Actually I did a lot of helping my mother out and stuff. With a few things, which kept me busy for a bit. Well, thank you, Causey. Appreciate that, mate. There's still a possible move on the cards too. Just got to get motivated for that. Yeah. So, yeah. My life is full of excitement that I can share with you. The only thing exciting for me lately is the fact, like I said, The Last of Us TV series, which has been fantastic. And watching Season 2 of Clarkson's Farm, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It was better than the first. I loved the first one. I enjoyed the first one. Don't get me wrong on that. But the second one was a lot better, and yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, am I? Are we in Germany? I thought we were in Norway. Just in case it wasn't 2 lanes, there is 2 lanes, but I know I'm just about to like jinx myself here, but it's amazing how smooth this journey's gone, and I've thoroughly enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been uneventful and I am at peace with that. a nice way to get back into the streaming. So expect something to happen shortly. After those words were said. I did actually, hang on a second, I've got to mute because I need to cough. Right, I actually had to clear my throat. Where's my water? Cosy, I did actually have a couple of times where I was going to give you a DM and see if you wanted to do convoy mode while I was off. But as like I go to ring my son, they end up being that dog off the movie Up. I am so easily distracted and forget things. Because it's one of those sorts that just flash and go, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm in the middle of something, I'll do that and then get onto it. And by the time I finish it, which is 3 seconds later, I've forgotten. Yeah, it should do at some stage, eh?
Turn right.
I mean, all I've been doing lately is I'm still a big fan of Black Ops, but either it's dropped off recently or I've been shadow banned. And I've got a sneaking suspicion I've been shadow banned on Black Ops. I think people reported me for cheating because I had a great game and they didn't like that. And admittedly, I'm a lot better with Call of Duty Black Ops than I was when I originally started. That's out of practice and stuff. I do quite well. When did that happen? Sometime over the last week. Certainly, no, it wasn't on stream. No. Hey, look, rain. No, because I mean, when Modern Warfare 2 came out, it dropped down a bit. It took a bit longer to find lobbies with people in it and a lot longer to sit around waiting for people to fill a lobby up. When the floods happened, you got a good indication of how many people from New Zealand were playing, because it was even worse. And I ended up on a lot of American servers because there was no one around. But there were still regulars, and over the last week I haven't had the regulars, and I've been struggling, and it seems like with huge lag. I get into the game and instantly it goes straight to a 200. Well, actually it doesn't go to a ping at all, it just says searching. Normally it says searching within ping of X amount of ping. And then if it doesn't find it, which has been lately, it'll jump it up to, it starts off for me, it starts off for a 41 ping, it searches for and under. Then it jumps to a 146 ping, then it goes to a 174 ping, and then eventually a 200 ping. But it doesn't do that, so I quit out and I restart, and then it instantly goes to searching at 174 ping. And I have to jump out and come back in, and then it'll do its thing, but it always goes up to a 200, which is a sign I've been shadow banned. So, yeah. And I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, and that game is, I will say, shit. It is bad. Really bad. Bad. It is shockingly bad. The most amount of devs ever, 3,000 devs, and it's answered the question, how do you make the worst Call of Duty game? Add 3,000 devs. Where are we going? Oh, we got... Oh, I hate it when I get options because I don't know where I'm going. Let me out. Let me figure it out. We want to go to there. Okay, that's nice. It's full of bugs. I pressed the wrong button again. It's full of bugs. It's got huge lag issues. I have less lag on a 200 ping than playing on a 40 ping on that. I kid you not. It's so bad. I was counting how many kills that were right on that I didn't get, and I was averaging over 20 a game. Where on Black Ops, my KD was roughly between 2 and 3. I very rarely get a 1 KD on that. There's so many issues that people complained about, and they have not addressed it at all. Not one iota. They have not patched it. They patched... Oh, is it? Oh. So I was too busy ranting about Call of Duty. This is the first game ever that I've rage quit. 2 games in, my throat is sore from yelling at the screen, and that's never been me. I'm going to take a break because I need to go and have a toilet break. And I'm also having my little intermission here now while I finish my rant. Yeah, so it is bad. It is shockingly bad. 8 million people. This is how bad it is. 8 million people own Modern Warfare 2. As of the end of January, 180,000 people were playing it. That's bad. There's so many issues with it. And what are they doing to fix it? Nothing. What they're doing is normally they come out for 2 years, in case you're not aware. They'll release one and it's out for 2 years before they bring a new one out. They're bringing a new one out in October. The next one coming out is in October. It got released last October. So you get a year with it. A year with a crappy game that I spent a ton of money on. It took me a long time. I was waiting for it and everything, and I saved up like anything. Normally I get the normal edition. I went ahead and saved up the extra for the top edition. For a game that I only get a year on, that I hardly play because it's so bad. It's just fraud and theft. It's like buying a fridge and a freezer and it doesn't work properly, and they go, oh well, we'll fix it eventually, and never do. And then come out with a new model a year later and it depreciates. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. I just think it's theft and fraud, what they're doing. They don't test it. You spend money to test their product for them, and then they don't fix it. And I've never seen so many complaints about it. Yeah, it is terrible these days because they're all about the money. You only get a decent game out of the small development teams that you get with these early access ones, you know, because they're passionate about it and they get the money because they put their passion in. Now it's about the money. The Call of Duty, it's all about putting out little packages for you to buy at an extreme cost to give you a gun and something else with it and everything else with it. That's how they make the money. And they're more concerned about Warzone and stuff. This mouse sensitivity will alter itself during a game. Sometimes it's oversensitive, sometimes it's undersensitive. It's really bizarre, and even when it's running right, it's not the same. It's very sluggish. But anyway, I'm going to go off and have a quick break and make room for more water and stuff. I'll leave you guys with the lovely sounds of this and the view of my Scania panning around to take it all in. And I'll see you guys shortly. Back in a sec. Oh, hello, back. BB water, not my coffee. Because I've reduced the amount of coffees I have a day, so I don't have one in the afternoon, which I used to do at this time, and the one late at night, around about 8 o'clock. So, let's get on with it. That is 10. I'm thinking we should have a sleep. How much longer actually have we got to go? 3 hours, 6 minutes. How long was that ferry ride? Do you know? I'll drive on. I'll finish this and we're going to Crash Cam. We'll drive through the night. Because what we've done is about 22 hours going across the ferry. 22 hours that have gone like that, like you normally do when you sleep. Now, obviously, we don't get that with ATS. And we have to rely on the sleeps.
Turn left.
And of course, when you do that as well, it counts as a sleep when you got fatigue on in this game. The ATS. So we'll drop this off and we'll get another job and drive on through to the next sleep time. So we're going to do a bit of a night drive. Now we're in spring, so it shouldn't be long. It should be light by 6 in the morning, I think. Maybe even before. I think that's fair. What do you think? That's the plan. If I'm perfectly honest,
Get ready.
I've been wanting to stream for a while. The motivation hasn't been there. Mentally, I haven't been there. And I'm not now. And like I said, I don't think, I just get the feeling I'm not going to get back to how I was. I don't know. I am better than I was, but still not there where I was at before I go through what I normally go through anyway. It was just really bad this time, and I think that comes down to getting older and other things. I think after COVID, a lot of people were feeling going through a lot of things after COVID, so a big change in everything. Yeah, but and one of the things that got me, which was probably mainly, when I think about it, the main reason why I stopped, because it was, you know, the original reason I started streaming was to play games, force me to play games that I own that I don't normally play. That I get to experience them and I don't waste my money buying them. Buying a game and never playing it. The views were never an issue, but they became an issue. They were actually bringing me down the amount of views I was having per stream. Very rarely did I hit double figures. And that was getting to me, and that sort of, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that fact. Yes, it would be nice to have a lot of people watching, ego-wise. I won't deny that. But I don't want that to be a factor of why I do this. I don't want it ever to be a factor of why I do this. The people that are watching, like you, Causey, and other people, people that, well, you guys, I'd rather have a few views of people that are really awesome to stream to and have conversations to than having a whole bunch of people where you're going to have issues, you know, that other streamers have with people that, certain people that turn up. But at this time, motivation is that money was never an issue too. Making money was not a main reason too, but it sort of is now, sort of is the driving factor of me getting back into doing this. There was a point where I wasn't going to look like I was going to stream again because I was having to consider to sell my camera, my other screen, and I didn't know how bad it was going to get because how bad the economy is now. Like I said, with the elections this year at the end of the year, if the other party, main party, gets in and we lose Labour, which is the party that's in now, National's the other main party, they've got changes coming up for the people on get paid disability. We get an extra $20 over winter time to help pay for power, the extra power that we use, which Jacinda brought in. And the other party's view is that should never have happened, and they'll get rid of it. So hoping to make a little bit of extra cash is now a main factor, drive to me forcing myself to come back on here and hopefully get back into it and everything else. Like I said, Causey forcing himself to get back into it and hopefully, you know, get there mentally. So that's the truth. At this point in time, the reason why I'm back and everything else like that. And hopefully something falls in place or it doesn't. But you can only but try, you know. We have to wait and see how it goes. Actually, that'll be the first equal reason. The other reason is that I want to finish this competition. I want to finish it for me, but mainly for you guys that are invested in this competition. The reason why you're here watching. Between, you know, ETS and ATS.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
So we'll see how we go. So long drawn out at the moment, yes, Dave. Hopefully to get back into more streaming. I might be starting off slow. I don't know if I'll stream Saturday and Sunday. I'll see how I feel after Friday. So far, I'm not as drained as I thought I would be at this time of the day after streaming for, well, only an hour and 45 minutes. I think one thing, even though it's a bit of a shame, I feel a bit of a shame that I can't afford the editing software to cut these up and put them up onto YouTube. Having that actually something less to do at the moment is probably a good thing. Because it was...
Go straight on.
Even though I had a routine to be able to do it really, really quick, I just wanted to get it over and done with. I like to get things over and done with. So once I finished the streaming, it was a matter of downloading this and editing them and exporting them and uploading them while cooking my dinner. I think that sort of got to me.
Go straight on.
Right, so about 3 minutes away, aren't we? Real time, if I remember the conversion right. 1 game hour is 3 minutes real time. How are we doing for fuel, actually? A half a tank, we're alright. No need to panic now, Mr. Mannering. That was a reference for anyone who's watching it from England over the age of 40. Or saw the movie that came out a few years back, Dad's Army movie.
Go straight on.
Just trying to think, we're going to have enough for a garage. We've got enough for another truck now, don't we? So whether we'll have enough for another truck and a garage, 180 grand for a garage, isn't it? And turn right while we're at it. That's the right hand side. Oh, we're all good. Take it wide. Give us some room. Put the hammer down. And we're off like golf. Gone like John. Come on, Bob, you can do better. Wasn't Bob one of the better earners? What's this 307?
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Oh, we're here. That was quick. Oh, I did say 3 minutes, didn't it? But it just felt quick. The Ring of Destiny, the Circle of Payment.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
First exit? Oh yeah, it's the next one. Next intersection.
Exit now.
Don't need to indicate, there's no bugger on the road.
Get ready to turn left.
no one to indicate what my intentions are too.
Turn left.
Which was a fantastic comment to make while my indicator was going. Alright. Itchy nose. Nobody knows an itchy nose like your nose knows. Is it here? Is it further up? Further up.
Get ready to turn left.
I still have mistrust in the old GPS. Even after all this time,
Turn
that's
left.
how much trauma this GPS put me in through.
This is where it ends.
That trust no longer an option. Oh, here we go. I haven't done reversing for a while. Probably on this profile. Probably been here before. Right. Let's see how well I can do this. Do I remember how to do this? Probably not. Am I going to get it in there the first time? Nope. This is probably going to be the rest of the stream. Me getting frustrated. Is my nose still itchy? You betcha. People start thinking I'm Jack Nicklaus. Face of concentration and expectation of getting it wrong. And the only thing I can say to that is maybe I should take a break more often. Holy heck. Played much fun? No, I have not played it. I refuse to play it. I refuse to play it. I refuse to play it. Not completely, no. They fixed new images available for what images? They fixed the contracts mostly, but what they didn't fix was the seeding job contracts. They still disappeared. And that was it for me. That was my final straw. I mean, I could play it myself without doing the seeding contracts, but I bought the game with that working. So, with the expectation of that working, because that was the way I play the game with the contracts. And no, Giants with them consistently breaking something with every patch, and that is no, they're no longer reliable. So I refuse to play it because of that reason. I would have got some of my money back out. I had a lot of fun doing the competition, everything, and streaming it, and few things. I enjoyed it a lot better than 19, that's for sure, but they ruined it and I can't rely on them, so I've just thrown it away. Put them in the rear vision mirror and not look back. Fortnite. Yeah, I'm just sick of companies getting to a point where they don't care, and I think probably the problem with Giants is the head honcho, because they become bigger, he's no longer involved in that part of it, the development in that anymore. And I think that's what the problem is. That was pointed out to me by Aussie Farmer, actually, which probably makes sense. Because they were a great company. There were bugs, but they were onto it really quick and stuff. And they created a great game. They came big in 17. 19 was a shambles, mostly due to the publishers at the time. Can't remember their focus. They got rid of focus. They took their time with the next one. Did really well, but when you keep stuffing up and given the impression, like most big companies like Activision and all that, that you're more interested in the money than your customers that are giving you the money, I don't want to have anything to do with them. So let's buy that last truck. And let's get the driver. Recruitment agency, there we go. Yeah, like I said, I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2, but I got sick of that. Black Ops has sort of died off. What am I, just hire driver? I don't need to click on anything, I just hire him. Lucas. And I've got back into Factorio. I was playing Factorio Bobs and Angels, and it turned out there was a certain thing you needed to make that you couldn't make, so I got rid of that, and then I got rid of that save and started playing it vanilla again, which I hadn't done for a while. And then they brought out an update for that fix. And the reason why I got rid of it is because the update was previous update was a very, very long time ago, and there was nothing written or in the forums or anything about this issue. So I assumed that it wasn't anything that's going to be fixed for a while or anything, and then 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks after I did that, they came out with a fix for it. Which is fine, I can get back into it. And I was playing Valheim for a while, getting back into that, which was a lot of fun. But apart from that, that's it, pretty much. I've been struggling to get into games, and there's been nothing for me to watch. Normally when I get sick of games, I can go off and watch TV or something along those lines. But I've got nothing to watch, basically, just to keep me going for a while, to give me a break from games and then come back to it. Alright, what is the time? Let's find another job. Something not too far. I might finish about 4 or something like that. Maybe just past 4 or something. We'll see what we got. Who can and can't we? Danish Crown, I think that's a no. That is a no. These guys. Jeez, my eyes are dying. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, I'm surprised we don't have these guys. IKEA, we do have IKEA, yep, okay. Oh, we also have these guys back over, yep. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we with those guys? No. We are with those guys, aren't we? Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've got 10 options here. Let's go back. See what we've got. That's a huge drive. No, it's not actually. Is it? Where's the comp? There it is. Land distance. Well, that must be. What is it? I'm not sure about that one. That one's a bit shorter for 28 though. It's such a good price. Damn it. Trying to see if there's a ferry that will cut down the. It just doesn't seem that long from there to there, does it? But how long's an hour? I'm trying to figure out what an hour real time, how far that is in the game. 3 minutes is 1 hour. That is correct, isn't it, Causey? 3 minutes is an hour. So looking at about 20 hours. Trip time 28, 14 minutes. That includes the ferry? Does that include the ferry? We'll see what else we got. Oh, okay. Alright, so even if it did, that'd be 25 hours now. Dadnammit. Well, okay, so that's an option. That's 15 hours. So that'll be number 1. That'll be number 2. That'll be number 3. What was that going? Right. That'll be number 4. That'll be number 5. That ain't happening. That'll be number 6. That'll be 7. And that's 8. For those that are new to the stream, this is a chance for you to participate. You get to let me know where you'd like me to do your delivery, and the one with the most votes wins. So you just put in the number that I've given here to the one you'd like me to take. So we'll go through that again. That's number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. That's number 4. That's number 5. That's number 6. That's number 7. That's number 8. I'll give you 30 seconds starting from now to put in the number of the one you want me to take. Four, 6. Anyone else? 6. Gauzy. 6 is doubles. Is it? Yay. Can't wait to reverse those in. 6 it is. Which was this one, wasn't it? Oh, hang on. No, I'm lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not 6. That's 6. That's not 6. So desperately trying to avoid the doubles. Damn it.
Okay.
Doubles and crash cam. And... oh no, it's not it.
Turn right.
Oh, really? Oh, I have to look at the map. Oh, remind me to look at the map when I pick the thing up, because you know I'll forget. There it is. Oh, I didn't mind. Got to go to the ferry anyway. I'm speeding.
Get ready to turn right.
Truck's going too fast as well.
Turn right.
I'll wait until I get out on the open road before going into crash cam. Oh, I better bring up the old mirrors. Ah, now I know.
Take the second.
How's that? I was sitting there going, I know the scroll up. The scroll wheel
Exit now.
up did something. I can't remember what it was. And I went, oh, I need the mirrors. And what did I do? And she's scrolled up. So it turns out I did know what they did. Didn't even think about it either. I just went straight to it.
First exit. Exit now.
There's 10 grand. So we're looking at 180, aren't we, for the next... next garage. That's going to be interesting because we've got to figure out where we are. Where our garages are. And we were going to go there. Please turn. Jeez, that snuck up on me. I was worried then.
Finally, we are here.
Yeah, where? Where though? There, to the left, to the right, I mean. Which begs the question, if I meant to the right, why didn't I say to the right instead of to the left? What? Who? Who cost me $3,000? Euros, whatever it is. Oh, I wonder if it's those two right there. Wouldn't that be handy? Let me set up for it and it says, no, it's not those two. Actually, it's these two down here in the impossible spot. No, there's only one lot of doubles on there. Nice. Two hours, 10 minutes streaming, and things have been going smoothly. Why?
Let's go.
It's a weird feeling, things going right. Right, so we can take the ferry from here to there. So why couldn't I do that on the way up here? Why didn't it say, here, take this ferry? definitely goes, doesn't it? Dot, 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 dottity dot, all the way down to... Which means that, yeah, would that mean real time, that one into Poland would have been an option. And that would have been 90 grand. How much are we getting for this? Now that's an interesting thing. Which button? Not that one, clearly. Trying to remember which button it is to change the info. Did I have a button for that on my mouse? On my wheel? I don't know. I can't remember what button it is. Oh, it's F5, isn't it? F5. F6? We'll see who's right, me or you. F5. No, F5 changes the... Weirdly. Changes that, so maybe you're right, F6. Oh, there we go. 33 grand. We need to go to the only place we can go to. Fantastic. That makes that choice easy. Less thinking for me. I'm all for that. Yeah, I was sure I had a key. What's this one do? Oh, I found the hazards. Don't know what that does. Don't know what that does. Don't know what that does. Found the horns. What's that do? Found it. Crash can time indeed. Oh, you know what? Take it from a professional trucker like myself. Okay, that's weird. There, finally got there. When you got doubles on, don't try and start in 11th gear. Don't ask me why, I just know you don't do it. Damn it! I need to see the intersection. Take it wide, stay wide as possible. Back into crash cam. Back into crash. There we go. Right, let's get going. Let's get moving, moving and a grooving.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
I was tempted to grab the mouse to have a look-see down this way. Because I can't do that, I'm in a fixed camera. And of course when I mean fixed, I obviously mean because it doesn't move, but also because of the amount of crashes I have, I keep having to pay for it to be fixed. Part of the repair costs when I go to the mechanics. That yellow car gave me a scare. Because I swear I saw it indicate, and I thought, oh, it's not going to stop.
To turn left.
It's not going to stop at that speed.
Turn left.
We only got 6 hours left. We could have done that Poland one. We're up to 145 grand too. Actually, when's expected? 17 hours. That's disappointing. We could have done that Poland trip. We should be able to afford a garage because we had 155, almost 156. This job was 33. That puts us over the 180 grand mark. So looks like we'll end the stream on trying to figure out where to buy a new garage. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a hindsight disappointment, isn't it? I mean, we didn't know, didn't think about it. I could have thought about it just as much as you did think about it, so you're ahead of me there, Causey. But it's one of those things, hindsight disappointment, isn't it? Once you now have the information, you wish you didn't. There's another word that describes that situation: life. Look on the bright side. It's sunny. We get to see, it's daytime. We get to see scenery. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Little piggy, thank you very much. And if you tell me not the hair on my chinny chin chin, I'll get a razor. I'll sort that out quick smart. Yeah. I literally almost started singing that. I don't even know why, I just thought, look on the bright side, and then for some reason I half sang it. $5 grand. Mrs. Brown has brought in $5 grand. Anyone get that reference? I doubt it. We are on the open road, ladies and gentlemen. Fixed at 80 kilometers per hour.
Straight up.
It's definitely better looking. The trees aren't. I'll say that. The trees don't look any different, but the grass looks very realistic to me. The road, yeah. Mind you, there's only one game I've played that trees look realistic as heck. And that was made with the old Unreal Engine. As in 4. Obviously the new one's 5, which I'd love to see a game with that, because that'll be it's going to be amazing, those graphics, absolutely amazing. But generally trees aren't that hot in games, are they? The 2D or something. Always pays it at 9 AM. That's quite good, actually. Way to start your day off. Oh, up to 170 grand. Just started thinking about my outro. I haven't done that in a while, to the point I can't remember what I used to say. I might have to watch one of the YouTube videos back because I got nothing left on Twitch.
Go straight up.
To rewatch. I had to try and remember what the title for these streams were. I know what it was for My Summer Car because that was the last one, so that was still there. Which there goes, My Sanity was the title. And I'm pretty sure the old titles for this was the same as I'd done ETS versus ATS, but instead of which one will win, I think which one can I get the goal on first was the title. Actually, I think the one I did today is better. It's shorter, to the point. And goal and win similar, but realistically my goal is to win. And we need to find out which one will. So, yeah, covers it all. What's the time for you at the moment, Causey? I've got to get back to remembering my international dateline times. It's very interesting because I think at the end of this month we come out of daylight savings. It's not too late because I remember like the streams before I took my break, I was ending about 1 o'clock in the morning for you, wasn't I? If memory serves. There's a sentence I hardly use. I know my memory doesn't even deliver, let alone serves. 3 grand with 3 grand off a new garage. No point getting it straight away as soon as we hit the 180. I haven't got a truck to put it in there, so there's no benefit, so I'll probably finish this drive anyway and see where we're at money wise. Not that we will have 150, 60 odd thousand extra after the purchase, but weirder things have happened in this game. especially in the last hour of a stream. Boy, have we had some amazing moments in the last hour as far as income's concerned. On ETS, more. In fact, probably all the time. ETS in the last hour has come through. It's been, for those who don't know, this has been going a while. An absolute while, this. I think there's over 100 YouTube videos on my channel of this. Admittedly, they're broken up to 6 episodes, so you used to break them up to half an hour, 40-minute episodes anyway, but there's been a lot of streams of this competition. To the point that I forgot what point I was trying to make then. Yeah, so it's been going for a while, and for a lot of that, ATS was in the lead for quite a lot of it. ETS had come back, made a couple of comebacks, and but wouldn't last long. It was actually not the last Christmas before last Christmas in 2021. What are we, 2023, 2022? Yeah, 2021. There's the money. Thank you, Causey. I think that's when ETS came back and actually kept it close. And I think for most of the part of the year, ETS had a slight lead. And mainly because found out there was an issue with income. I had a lot of drivers not making money for a long time, which I didn't know about. And we sort of compensated for that the best we could. I think it was still ended on the benefit. Oh, look at that McDonald's trailer. That's quite good. Ended more on the benefit side of ATS, but that brought ETS well within range. Not well within range. It brought it back and kept it in front for the most part, which was good. I think, unless it happened before I stopped streaming for a bit, but I'm pretty sure it happened around the Christmas time. So, what was the point in bringing that up? I know there was a point. I just can't remember what it was, because it took so long to get there, as I do. That's my talent. Taking forever to get to where I need to go. No, I'll remember it at some stage. Then I'll start talking about it and it'll make no sense because everyone else would have forgotten by that time. That's bugging me now. What was the point of that? Money's just from me. Yeah, so the point was is that ATS for a long time was so far ahead that I actually sort of given up any hope for ETS to have any show or make it even a slight competition for this competition. And then every now and then it would come back, coming to the end of a stream in the last hour, it would pull in so much money. And ATS was pulling money in all the time, but I mean huge amount of money in even in the last 10 minutes. I have no idea who's slowing us down, Causey. I'm trying desperately to look for an opportunity to, I missed it because I was looking the wrong side, to remedy that, which I think I've got it now. It's the extra guy in front of me. Yeah, we've still got a 2-hour drive and we're up to 2:15. Plus 2:40. What do we need? We need roughly, let's say at 160. I know it's not 150 exactly. We're going to need fuel. Also need to change gear. Get into gear would be helpful too. About 340 340k for a truck as well as the garage. Checking the lighting out. It's actually getting a bit cold. Someone's lost me money. I wonder who that could be. The name coming across it on the bottom is a huge clue. $3,000. Jeepers creepers, inflation has risen since I've been away from Europe.
Go straight up.
Going up like my blood pressure every time I see that loss. This is fun. I'm trying to concentrate. I'm driving. I'm trying to concentrate on what I used to say on my outro. And all I'm getting from my brain is, look, thinking about one thing, you're pushing it, buddy, but two things, you're having a laugh, mate. It's interesting. I haven't had any trouble with reflux. Those who used to watch me know I used to get quite a bit of reflux. And I haven't had trouble with reflux for such a long time. Guess what I'm getting? It's probably from all the talking. It's probably got nothing to do with the reflux at all. Which would make more sense, actually. Because I'm not feeling bloated, which was a part of it. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think it was because I'm a little bit more active, and I've been doing a lot of exercises to help with my posture of my spine. I've been trying to get it straight, my neck straight again. I'm a huge believer. I went to a chiropractor years ago, and I'm a huge believer in what they do and how much they help. I can't afford to go to one, but I found a really good person on YouTube that gives you really good exercises, simple exercises to help you with your neck and other things. Okay, what's going on? Why is it free here? What am I about to hit? What am I about to hit? Oh. That new tow booths, eh? That's not what they used to look like. That's what confused the hell out of me. I'm sure they're new. I think they were doing new toll booths, weren't they, ages ago? I think you actually mentioned it, Gauzy. Possibly. See, I'm still traumatised. I've had all these months off and I'm still traumatised from this game. From the crowd, hello. Medium barrier, how you doing? Good to see you. Thought I'd get close and personal. invade your personal space. Yeah, still traumatized. Let's leave it at that. What confused me the most about that, Causey, was the fact that it sort of looked like the ones where they had toll booths on off-ramps. Not on the main road, but I couldn't see an off-ramp. That's what confused me. Holy... Thanks, workers. Ah, well, it's the economy, innit? You just gotta keep on trucking and see how you go. Please not be a car there while I get into the far lane. I went to grab the mouse again to have a look, but
Keep right.
realised
Exit right.
there's a, yeah, I see that.
Exit.
Let's hope this is not a bug problem happening here and just bad luck. Copenhagen. Isn't this the home of the EU? Oh, my throat's burning. Yeah, I'm just hoping it is. I'm just not one of those, you know, problems. Because it's been smooth sailing and I didn't have any little glitches, and I'm starting to have glitches and I just see I'm having frame rate drops there. And I'm just hoping that's not a sign of something.
Keep right and then exit right.
I've got an indicator on. Thank you. Alright, let's jump back into here.
Turn left.
And what we'll do, because it's 8 o'clock anyway, we normally sleep at 9. There's a bit of jukiness to the graphics. If you're going to stop, of course, every time. And as soon as I'm about to go, that's when they go. But stuff you, I'm going. He who hits the accelerator wins. Oh. Oh, please. Not the first stream back after so long. Let's start a new trend for this new streaming era by having nothing go wrong.
Keep
Shall we, game?
and then turn left.
What we'll do is sleep and we'll do the next day in
Turn left.
Crash Cam as well. Because we didn't really do a whole day, did we? Did we? I can't remember now. Did we do a whole day in Crash Cam? No, because we did the ferry. But this will be the last delivery for the day, I will say that. We'll say, I did say it. Why am I saying I will say it when I did say it? Yeah, that's what I got the feeling, because that's what I was thinking. We'll have a sleep and then we'll do another day in Crash Cam. See the mirrors? Why?
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Maybe I should Google it. Yeah, another one with notes. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about with all the glitches that are starting to turn up. Why?
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Please let me get across without having to stop. Thank you.
It's all over now.
Yeah, don't say that with everything that's been going on. Thanks, GPS. Oh, there you go. There's $8,000. Can start breathing again. Slide on then. I've got my things on again. Hazard, whatever they're called, strobe lights, whatever. You know, the yellow things that flash and go round and round and round and round and round on top of the cab. Those things on. Forget what they're called. Right, no escaping it. Work needs to be done by you watching. Oh, my viewership just dropped dramatically. Why is that? We don't need that. Right, let's see where we own things. Let's go to what this was it again? There is a. It's one of the new things that have been around for a while now. Garage purchase. Here we go. So, we got one in England. There's the original. That's where it all started, ladies and gentlemen. So France, Netherlands, Belgium, I looks at too. Actually, this is not a very good. That'll do. Poland, Czech Republic, Sweden. Oh, for those who don't know, you're about to let me know where we're going to have our next garage. Finland. What country? And then we'll move to city. Estonia. Screw them. Well, we have to. Oh no, if we can get away without them, without going there for the 100 garages. Whatever that is. Romania. Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic. Take note of these names. Croatia, Bosnia, Greece. We've got one in Italy. Serbia. Up over there, Iraq. Syria, is there one in Syria? Looks like there is one in Syria. Looks like there's one in Jordan. There's one in Egypt. Israel, Lebanon, Cyprus is another. No, we scrapped the islands because we have nothing but trouble with the islands, so we'll scrap that. That's Turkey, isn't it? So those are our options, ladies and gentlemen. Greece. Just go back over them, Romania, Hungary, so you guys have a look. Wherever we don't have a green in, Switzerland will be another one. Hopefully that'll sort you out. So I hope you got a place in mind now. So when we start the next stream and the new garage. I'm trying to remember what we decided on. We used to do that, didn't we? Because we moved to that garage, but we no longer moved to that garage. I think we decided we moved to the new garage that we buy the new truck in, and we moved to that one there. One sec, let me cough. But I'm trying to remember if we actually do travel to the new garage and do a delivery from that city, which I think we did. I think we do that. We just don't move there. We travel there because we get the new company contract from that area as well, and we take that from the new company, don't we? So which country we're going to have our new garage in? I'll give you guys 30 seconds starting now to put in your location of where you'd like to go. While you're thinking about it, I'll quickly slowly pan the Europe continent and beyond to keep you guys going, yeah, that's where I want to go. Let's go there. One vote for Iraq, and that voting is just about to finish in 5 seconds. The polls are closed. We're not going to Poland. Iraq it is. Right, there's number 1, there's number 2, there's number 3. 1, 2, 3. Put in the number of the city or location in Iraq you'd love for us to be bombed, to drive from. We're getting in trouble now, aren't I? Thank you for the follow, Hector. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everything's been going well for you. Hope your day's been good. Since we're not permanently moving there, 3. Right, number 3. It's the final offer, the only offer. Sold. Right, so we need to go to the map. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we do. The map. Where's the map? The final bit of this before the end of the stream. And now, you lovely people watching, have got to decide which country, which company we have a country for. Hello, where did this pop up? Is this the new Promods one I added in? How come they didn't come up as garage options? There's not much there, is it? And, okay, we ain't going to have options because we only got the one option here. Well, that sorts that out, doesn't it? Might as well fast travel there before I go to the end of the stream. Let me write that down. I'm actually running out of room on this piece of paper too. Looking at the paper here. Here's the list, right? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and get that closer, the best I can. Anyway, you probably can see the list on this side is longer than the list on the other side. This is the ETS list for companies we have contracts with. Yet we have the same number of garages in both games. I don't know why. Just is. Anyway, we've got a new company added into the family of deliveries. And what we don't have is a pen working. Apparently it didn't want to come back to work. I might need to count them up because there might be a reason why there's more. It just looks that way. I might have written the ones in ATS smaller than ones. I do have ones. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's only 13 in ATS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, okay, we're right here because this is a 15. So what we... food. Alright, so we've got to... tomorrow with ATS, got to remind me, someone, we've got to pick another company because we're one short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, only 13. We haven't got 14. We've got 14 garages. So, for some reason, only 13. So, yeah, that's the first thing we've got to do when we come back on tomorrow's stream. But first off, let's travel down to our garage. Is it going to tell me my truck's too nasty of a condition? Where's quick travel? What? Quick travel, isn't it? No, I can't. What I can do is do it the other way. Garage. See, slightly remembering. Travel. There we go. So when we come back next week, we shall... Oh, let's sleep. Let's go and sleep. Have we got the handbrake on? Yeah. So next week on the ETS, we'll be starting off in the new garage. And going to our new company. And I'll get my other piece of paper ready to write all the details, which I could do right now, actually. ETS 128. 128. 3, 6, 5. We now own 15 garages. I'm not going to write one small anymore like I used to. I'm just going to put the garage as is. Trucks, we have 70. So just a reminder and update of what's going on. We've got Travis 14. Tomorrow ATS we're starting off, and this is how we starting off with ATS compared to ETS. We're finishing ETS. You can see the money there on the screen, 128. You know that we have 70 trucks and 15 garages. So we're starting the ATS off tomorrow. We've got 105,000. We own 14 garages. We've got to get ourselves another company to have a contract with. And we have 65 trucks. So there's a garage and 5 trucks behind. So we've got to obviously fill up a whole garage, which is empty, I'm assuming, in ATS. Hopefully we can go to Texas. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember where it was. Because I opened up ATS yesterday when I reloaded it back onto the PC. And I'm trying to remember what garage, because, you know, updates put you back to a safe place. I can't remember where it was and how far away from Texas it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll get there eventually. So that is the current situation. That's going to be quite interesting, isn't it? So let's see how well I do with my outro. Finishing early. Throat's giving me a bit of stick, so it's probably a good idea. I'm going to slowly get into it. So I shall definitely be back. Well, I'll say definitely. I'm planning on definitely being back tomorrow for the ATS stream. Leaving the wiggle room in for life and things happening, but that's the plan. Thank you, Causey. It's good to be back, actually. I quite enjoyed this. It's been a smooth sailing, except for the last bit there. The glitch was a bit concerning, but no crashes. Relatively smooth. Not many hopeful moments created by me for you, Causey, which is what used to happen even if I didn't crash. I gave you certainly opportunities to get your hopes up consistently through a stream. So, yeah, as on Saturday and Sunday, we'll see what's going on. Whether or not I'll carry on with my summer car or start something anew, as we get closer, I'll think about it then. But yeah, that'll do for today. Now let's try and remember how I did my outro. Well, obviously a big thank you to all of you for coming along, especially you guys I haven't seen for a while, the regulars. It's been fantastic to catch up and have you back here. For everyone else that's new, especially Hector, thank you for your follow. And I hope you all enjoyed. I definitely did enjoy doing this. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow with ATS. There's links to my Discord there. It's rather quiet because I'm a small channel, and yeah, but you're quite welcome to join if you want. Every now and then something might pop up on it. It might grow, you never know. And there's a link to the YouTube. It's got all the past videos. Most of them are chopped up into 30-40 minute episodes, so if you first along to this competition, you want to know how it all started and all that, it's on the YouTube there. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I can no longer afford the editing software to chop these up, so whether or not I'm going to put this one up on YouTube, I don't know yet, but if I do, it'll definitely be the whole long stream. Which I'm not a fan of. I prefer it to be chopped up, but economic times and situation is what it is. So yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this stream. It's been fantastic to see you all again, and hopefully we'll have a good one tomorrow. We'll see how ATS does and do. Both of them. We'll see how it does and do and does. Give it both options. Anyway, take it easy, look after yourselves, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next stream hopefully. Until then, have a good one, and we'll see you later. Bye guys.